This is TTT with the top 10 things you need to know before you go The Division. Interactive multiplayer. The interactive multiplayer from the companion app was supposed to allow a person with a tablet or a phone the ability to assist other players or becoming a troll. For example, the mobile app would allow you for controlling a drone and offer armor buffs to console players. In Tom Clancy's The Division, we will yet again see how much further we have become using the next-gen technology. We will see more beautiful graphics.
Never before has a video game reached this level of detail.
We will also see an improved day and night cycle.
This chaotic and decayed New York City is enhanced by a dynamic day-night cycle. The rendering engine supports volumetric lighting to add atmosphere throughout the environment. As in film production, Snowdrop uses a light probe system that captures lighting realistically in both outdoor and indoor scenes.
Here we can see another example of the next gen, where we can see the sunbeams shining through the bullet holes in the sign, and how the car is lit up by the bullets from the gun. And thanks to the new engine, you can actually see all the different spots where the bullets did go through.
Snowdrop's powerful particle system reacts dynamically to a vast range of environmental factors, including light. By harnessing next-gen technology, Snowdrop's shader system allows the world to react to the constantly changing weather.
As I mentioned before, Snowdrop is the new graphical engine which The Division is running on. And what they are basically mentioning here is that they didn't want the engine to be bigger and the biggest one made yet, but they wanted to make it simple and more realistic than ever made before. Open world. The Division will offer a persistent dynamic open world for the player to experience, whether it be cooperatively, alone or against other players. The simple fact is that you can explore almost everything that you see in the game. Story. Sleeper Cell agents had released a weaponized virus in the United States, nearly wiping out the entire population in the process. The Divisions tried to stop it, but they failed. This day was known as Black Friday. The Division's goal is to save what remains and restore society. You are part of the Division, an organization developed around Operation Dark Winter, a training program that took place in 2001, which simulated a bioterrorist attack on the US and resulting aftermath and response. However, the devastating of the Black Friday event quickly makes Operation Dark Winters a starting reality. In response, President George Washington Bush signs Directive 51, launching the Division's agents into effect.
I'm marking them up for you now.
Okay, let's take these guys out first as quietly as possible.
Alright, I have Tesla and Pulse up.
Characters
Ryan,
in the
let's
game
change up our
won't need
skills.
to eat or drink to survive. Food and water is a very valuable commodity that can be traded on the black market or be used for
I'll pull
temporary
over from
buffs.
the left here.
As for your
You guys good to
backpack,
go?
which is
Okay.
your lifeline
Yep,
during this crisis,
here we
this
go.
can also be customized. Along with the backpack, weapons, gear and even player skills are yours to command.
He's getting away.
So go ahead and have an assault rifle decked out with a laser sight or high-tech scope.
watch out, watch
an
out.
extended
There they
butt
are.
stock,
There's
a
loads of
pistol
them.
grip, and a grip to ensure your accuracy is up.
I'm gonna switch my weapon.
The Dark Zone. The Dark Zone is a walled-off quarantine zone in the middle of Manhattan, with the goal to stop the contagion of the once as flu-suspected virus, linked seamlessly with the rest of the game. It is the place for PvP fights and at the same time contains the most powerful and rarest loot in the division.
I want to try it out in there and get us some good loot.
Whether as a lone wolf or a team of maximum 4 players, it is
Remember, when
open
we get
to
in
you
there, it
what
might
you
not be
forces
just us.
you into the Dark Zone. Both variants involve their pros and cons that must be weighed before. The Dark Zone is fear and betrayal fulfilled place in which each agent is responsible for themselves. Be therefore on the watch for enemy factions and always keep your eyes open for other friendly or hostile agents.
Attention. Risk of infection severely elevated beyond this point. Quarantine is in effect.
Loot. There are essentially 2 categories of loot, weapons and gear. You can equip the primary weapon, a secondary weapon and a pistol.
Alright, where to?
And the weapons in these
Well, let's extract the
subcategories
Bryant Park, that's
all
pretty
have
close.
individual
Okay, lead the way.
stats designed
Alright,
to
looks like
complement
these other guys
different
are coming with
playstyles,
us.
like accuracy, range, and stability. Whatever you decide to go with ultimately affects your damage per second, which you can view in the inventory
Too
menu.
risky. They're all
But
elite.
what's
Let's try
particularly
not to
cool
aggro.
about these weapons is that you can also
Five of us with loot
much
we wanna
grant
hold on
additional
to.
perks
Me.
to your weapons to improve some of its characteristics,
Follow me around this way.
like accuracy,
Okay, right behind you.
giving extra life to weapons that might not seem all that useful initially. The equipped gear category is
Brian,
where
how's it
you
look?
find things like body armor, gloves,
Alright,
packs,
all clear. Let's spread out.
knee pads, holsters, and
lookout,
perhaps
guys. I'm gonna call
most
it in.
importantly air filters and gas.
Okay,
These
that's
gear
covered.
affects your
All clear.
defensive and passive abilities and can also benefit from
We
mods.
got 90 seconds. Keep your eyes peeled.
There are also varying tiers of loot that are all color coded, designate their quality. White color gear is common, green are a little less common,
Can't help thinking about
blues
these guys
are
now.
rare, and so on.
Want their loot?
Yeah, what do you think they got? Alright, there it is. Get ready.
Let's get the goods out of here.
Character customization. In Tom Clancy's The Division, you can either choose to play as a woman or a man. From there, you will be able to switch their clothing, their hairstyle, their hair color, and the eyes color, and much more. From the beta, it already seems like an really improved, again, next-gen feel to the character customization. The Division will break away from the common conception of RPGs. You will not talk to one person to get a mission, nor will there be acts. Instead, you will have a full map of New York with objectives you can choose to do at any time. Though it is a role-playing game, first and foremost. When your sleeper agent awakens, their belongings include just 3 days of food, water, and supplies. After that, you must scour for resources like ammo and weapons. The whole point is to drive players to explore and discover. A variety of factions will be in the game. Some factions will be helpful, some will be harmful.